Please give a huge round of applause for the one, the only Marrron. Hi everybody, good evening. How are we doing? There is a wonderful, at least one wonderful American person in the room. So I feel I need to point out, this doesn't actually say what you think it says.
I know, I saw it.
Okay, so we're in good company, that's all right. Okay, cool. So hey everyone, good evening, my name is Marrron. How are we all doing Monday night at the Brunswick? We all doing okay? Fantastic. It's lovely to be here. I am very grateful every time I stand on this stage because I kind of fit in around the margins, the fringes of open mic society because I don't do any music. I basically, have we met before? Make some sounds if we met before. Yeah. And if we're meeting for the first time, make some sounds. Yeah. Oh right, okay, so yeah, a little bit of explanation. So I just really love this, there feels something really empowering about standing up here because there's a part of me that doesn't want to do it, basically. Can you relate to that? Yeah. From speaking to some of the guys that come here regularly, there's always this kind of, don't want to do it, but you make yourself kind of go up and do it. We might not be able to stay till the end. My camera person, our very dear friend Claire, has just come back from, big shout out for Claire. She's just come back from holiday, so she's a bit tired and stuff like that. A little bit of information about Claire, getting to know Claire. She said, I think you should talk about me tonight.
Me as in you or me as in Claire? No, not me, you or Claire.
Yeah, so she said that she wanted me to talk about her. Thanks for
Sorry,
yeah. So, yeah, maybe we'll talk about Claire a little bit. So Claire basically carries around, if you ever need any chicken feet, pig's ears, anything else?
Just
Stuff. Then she's a person to go to. Now she would say that's if she encounters any dogs, but actually I'm starting to sort of wonder if that's the truth. So anyway, part of my journey has been doing this once a week for a whole year. That's the challenge, to sort of put myself into something I don't particularly want to do. And I've tried different things. I've made jokes about, who remembers the early days, about jokes about pot noodles and masturbation? Louis, you've been here. Nick does as well. And then also a little bit serious stuff. So we started talking about love last week. We talked about love, which is always a nice thing. Could always use more love in the world, couldn't we? I always think. So we did a little bit of love, sending love out there. And yeah, so I'm just going to be me tonight a little bit. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't actually have a plan. I just get up here to say a few things and hopefully people like it, but also coming to the point of actually that's not the kind of whole point. Realising that I had this people-pleasing side of me. But I started doing something a couple of weeks ago, beautiful people of the Brunswick. Rather than going from one relationship to the next, but I'm looking for that person to love me in a way that I wasn't able to love myself, I started looking in the mirror, looking myself in each eye 3 times and saying, I love you. Has anyone ever tried that? Yeah? How's it go? Good?
It's good. There's a ghost appear if you do that.
I don't know.
Isn't there a ghost that appears if you do that?
Is it?
Bloody self-worth.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah, avoid that one then. So, don't say bloody self-worth, because then ghosts will appear. You can't say Marrron told you to do that, because I've got nothing to do with that. That was outside my hands. I'm not insured for this anyway. So, but yeah, it's been a really interesting process. I'm noticing actually with the open mics it's starting to change. So there's less fear coming in, and afterwards, like the next day, I used to beat myself up if I didn't think, that could have been better. So I'm just kind of doing this. And actually my goal for tonight, Nick, could you give us a minute before the end?
Absolutely.
Please, thank you. Is to actually not entertain at all. To make it the most kind of boring, dull evening for you all, just for this 10-minute slot. Because if we can lower people's expectations, there's not going to be much disappointment in the room. I'm wondering, so might just go with that. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about you might have some ideas. We could talk about anything tonight, but the ideas I had so far was my cheese journey.
Is that Marrron? Mine cheese journey.
Mine cheese journey. Okay. Well, yeah, something new. I think that was the sequel. That's not really been. Always good to get Hitler in, isn't it? At the Brunswick Home. Nothing to do with me. I'm not insured. I've got nothing to do. God, the name of my act is God told me to do it, so don't blame me. Okay. So we've got my cheese journey. We've got DIY dentistry or organised religion. Now, just have a little.
Can we have two?
We might have time for two. Okay. So.
I want cheese journey first, and then I want the last.
DIY dentistry is
The dentistry of cheese and we done by religion.
Well, no, I'm not combining it. I'm not that clever to combine all three of my jokes.
That's the nature of
One at a time. Go on.
DIY dentistry and then
Cheese.
organised religion.
DIY dentistry.
Cheese.
Cheese. Okay, so I'd have to do this. Let's do this. Well, apparently, we live in a democracy. That's a whole other kind of topic in itself. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Without getting too political. So, okay, so you're only allowed to say one, but there's no one keeping rules here. So let's just see what makes the most noise. If you'd like to hear about my cheese journey, make some sound. Okay. If you'd like to hear about, well, it's discussion actually. So if you'd like to discuss DIY dentistry, make some. Okay. And if you'd like to have a little chat about organised religion, say now. Oh, I don't know. It's really close.
Depends, are you Catholic or
Cheese.
Three-sided coin. Flip a coin. Three-sided coin.
We haven't got time for that, bruv. We've got like 10 minutes, you know what I mean? So, okay, let's go with, I'm going to go with my cheese journey. Okay, and we might weave a little bit of religion in there, a little bit of DIY dentistry. Actually, I'm starting to feel a thread because God's working through me now on the stage, so this is good. Thank you. I will not go to church though, so got you there. So, I started this cheese journey again. Claire, do you remember the lady I pointed out earlier on? She's just come back from holiday. She carries pig's ears and chicken's feet and goodness knows what. Apparently for dogs, because she's a dog lover, but I think there's other stuff going on. So she gave me a very sweet present, which was actually an advent calendar, but rather than chocolate, it was cheese. It was indeed. And every day, and I know there's a lot of hardship around the world, but I'm doing this cheese journey just to kind of do my bit to ease the suffering on the planet, you know, just to really feel the compassion for people that are stuck in all kinds of conflicts and war zones and persecution and stuff. So I'm eating cheese every day, and we're on day. What day is it? I don't know. It's Monday.
11.
It's the 11th. So this is on day 11, and I've been filming myself open up the advent calendar of cheese every day, and it's been mainly cheddar. And I wasn't really expecting that. So, you know, each day you're kind of maybe expecting something a little bit like halloumi at least. And it's been cheddar, double Gloucester, red Leicester, or derivatives thereof. And that's it. So this is my cheese journey. I've got to day 11. I'm determined not going to quit. I think I'll be letting everybody down here if I stop doing my cheese journey. So I promise we're going to keep going. It goes up till the 24th.
How big are the cheese portions?
They're about kind of that big, quite big, but they're quite thin as well. You know, and then it's either a joke, like I'm trying to remember one of the jokes now.
Looks of average size to me, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, it's got to start getting the size of things. What are you comparing it
It's
to?
average.
Have you
Yeah.
ever zoomed it in front of your face?
No.
So it goes past your eyes.
Oh, past your eyes. Excellent, excellent.
On the 25th, we Jesus.
Jesus. This is great. This is participation. So,
This is your 1 minute.
okay, all right, shit. Okay, so DIY dentistry. I'm finally realising my self-worth through this journey of mirror work, and I'm actually getting my implant fixed with dental cement. It's going to cost 100 quid because I've been using Gorilla Glue for the last month, and that's not very nice. And actually I've started to, in my car, I'm kind of crashing into things more and walking a little bit strangely, so it's good that that's happening anyway, but it's stuck in there with Gorilla Glue that's been dried and wedged in rather than having to inhale the fumes of the Gorilla Glue. It's true, isn't it, Claire? It is. And anyway, does God exist? Who knows? I mean, who knows? It's not the God that exists that is, okay, God is full of love and he loves you, he loves you, he loves you, but if you're doing a thing naughty, like all those sort of things, then you're going to go and burn in hell. It doesn't make sense, really. But I wonder, maybe there is a big creator of all these beautiful things that's not actually being stolen to try and control people and to behave in ways that don't freak
I think you
people out.
created that dressing gown, no?
Do you think this is from God?
I think so.
Oh, thank you.
That's a gift from God.
Ah,
Yeah.
I've got 4. Can you imagine?
Same colour.
No, they were kind of. I've got a white one, blue one, and what's the kind of dark one? So yeah, I'd rotate them. Well, I better get off stage. That's probably been enough. Thank you for. We barely had time. I mean, if God does exist, I'm probably going to go to hell anyway because it's like God got about a minute. Cheese Journey got about most of it, I think, about 5 minutes. And DIY Dentistry, I mean, you sort of heard all you needed to hear. We didn't get a chance to hear your experiences of DIY Dentistry, but maybe we'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, everybody. I've been Marrron. Everybody, please give it up for one for Marrron. I love you. If you could see what I see, you're all absolutely beautiful souls, and I love you. And it's just thank you for having me tonight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marrron. Next up to the stage is going to be the one, the only Mr. Louis B.